Many times I have heard that experts say, and I do believe and agree with them on this one, that protein is the only way to truly shut down your hunger feelings. I agree 100%. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode of my channel, the Save Money More with Jan channel. How you doing today? Going to talk to you today about some important stockpiling protein tips. Recently, I noticed something. You know those like pouch tunas? They're so convenient. They really, really are. But sometimes they could be costly. But every once in a while, I look forward to like a 10 for 10 pouch deal. If you could find those 10 for 10 pouch deals, to me, winner, winner, tuna for dinner. And that's the only fish that I like because it doesn't taste like fish. Well, also any other mild fish, but that's its own show. So, but I did notice something that the ones that have added spices to it, naturally, the cost goes up. Now I'm dividing it by unit price. So what's the big deal? If instead of me, let's say, spending more money just to add lemon pepper to tuna, well, hello, I could add my own lemon pepper to my own tuna. All right. I'm just saying. I also noticed something. So, like the plain one is what I'm trying to say. The plain pouch tuna tends to be, in my opinion and in my own definite experience, a lot less expensive. So you could always like add it. Now, if you need to have lemon pepper tuna, if you're on the job and you want to carry that pouch and you're okay with that price, then go for it. Then go for it. It's convenient. It's still certainly a lot cheaper than paying for lunch outside. Carrying those pouches around are a great, great idea. You could also wrap up a handful of crackers, put them in a box, take it with you. One, two, three. It doesn't get easier than that. I'm telling you. And of course, if you bring a thermos of coffee, your own coffee, fraction of the cost, it's with you. You have it always available. There are so many reasons to pack your own lunch. But as far as the stockpile goes, with some, when you're like really hungry for protein, canned meats, pouch meats, they are a great ready to eat meal. But I do notice that the cheaper ones tend to be the plain ones, plain tunas, the plain chickens. I never had pouch chicken. Has anyone out there tried that? If so, please let us all know where in the comment section below. I am curious about that. Let's talk about stockpiling for a brief minute. Now, there's an example of a relatively inexpensive but very important thing to keep: protein. Another one would be like in the beans variety, dried beans, the dried legumes. Now, for me, I like split pea soup. Once or twice a year, I get a hankering for it. The homemade kind, so easy, but it yields so much. And it gets very, very thick when you store it. Okay. When you put it away in the freezer, it freezes beautifully. So if you don't add any meat to it, you could keep it in your freezer even that much longer. But if you have some leftover ham, or if you want to put like a frankfurter in there to give that little bit of a smoky taste or whatever, it's a good deal. And team that up with your favorite croutons. Let me tell you something. I used to order in many, many, many years ago when I wasn't counting my pennies as much, when I was much younger. I used to order in to my job every once in a while their wonderful split pea soup, and it had these croutons. I think I ordered it more for the croutons than the soup. But it was expensive. They were looking like for close to like $5 for a cup, and this is a long time ago, back in the day. So I says, no, no, no. I could get pots and pots of that soup out of that amount of money, even in 2000, the end of 2024. Yes, the bird clock. So we can make wise decisions for our stockpile. A lot of people say it takes too much money to start a stockpile. Disagree, adamantly disagree. I disagree to the 10th degree, or maybe the 100th degree. That I disagree. Yes, you can start your stockpile on the cheap. You could take $5 and you could get those dried ingredients that are long lasting. And if you can only get 5 pouches of tuna for $5, still, you've started your stockpile with protein. And it is the truth that protein absolutely shuts down your hunger. We never know when things happen. Now, here we go. I am going to air this, I believe, on Tuesday, the 17th of December. Remember, I record ahead of time. So if my guesstimate is a day or two off, I'm sorry. But the 17th of December, it should be airing. The 17th, yeah, the 17th of December is 1 month less than the possible Again, I mentioned this possible striking of those dock workers. If they supposedly reach an agreement, hopefully it'll just go through on January 15th. I know I say Jan 15th. Anyway, um, but I would still be on the lookout for things now. Just, I mean, not in a panic way, little by little way. If you see anything that went on sale or goes on sale right after Christmas, which is the 26th, right after Christmas, you find things that you could put away on your shelves that you use. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely do that for sure and for true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now's your opportunity. I was disappointed around here by the prices of butter. No change. No change whatsoever. Usually I look forward to, at least in this area of the New York area, I have not found any decrease in butter. This is the time of the year I would look forward to. Oh, let's stock up on extra, extra. I'm wrong. No, no, no opportunity for the extras. In fact, because of the price of butter, I have actually cut back on certain things. Now, I do not use a ton of butter, but I do like to put a little bit of butter on a piece of bread on toast. I mean, um, I don't believe in using tons and tons and tons of butter and baking and things of that nature. You could actually swap it out oftentimes with oils. I mean, if you look into it, you could do it. And it comes out to be a little cheaper. But with the price of butter in this area at the moment of now, no, I actually decreased my purchasing of butter. Well, oh well. Hopefully, one of these days it'll get to be a little better price. But I do keep my eyes out on. How about you? Has the price of butter gone down a little bit in your area for the holidays? If so, stock up. I'm telling you, if you like butter and you use butter, then you stock up. Even margarine. Margarine went up significantly. And I say to myself, well, wait a minute. Why should I spend more on margarine? If I'm going to spend more, I'll just get the real deal butter. That's me. However, here's what I do like about actual margarine. I'm not talking about those cheap spreads. I call them cheap spreads. No, I'm not talking about spread. Notice the word spread. Spread is not margarine. It's a little different. It doesn't work the same way in baking. One thing about margarine, it has a higher temperature point, which means that you could work very, very well with it in baking. And for certain things with baking, margarine is actually the better way to go, believe it or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But there's nothing like the real deal of the taste of butter on your bread, on your, whatever, thing you're having. It's just so, so good. Or a little pat of butter, actual butter on your steamed vegetables. To me, there's no taste like it in my honest opinion. It is so worth it. But what I do, yeah, I'll still get it, but I'm going to buy less of it until the price goes down. I'm going to buy less of it. And I have found little skiggy ways to use less of it. Like I'll just I buy whipped butter, so I find it's easier to maneuver whipped butter, like for spreading. Okay, so I just take little gentle, lesser amounts of the butter, but I would normally go through X number of butters a month because I know my inventory. But these last couple of months, no, no. I knocked it down. I got less butter, not less better, less butter in the last couple of months. Okay. You see where I am going with this. Find ways to get around your stockpile. And stockpile is not only the stuff on your pantry shelves, but your freezer, your refrigerator, your overall inventory. All right, everybody, have an amazing, fantastic day. And don't forget about January 15th. Take good care.